Hello, 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 hello. Hey, everybody, how y'all doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to you, wherever you are, whatever time it is when you listen to this. Welcome to my channel. All right, so this is going to be for Life Path 5. This reading is going to be for Life Path 5, okay? Hopefully this helps you guys out just a little bit. If it don't fit, don't force it. If it does, don't ignore it. What may or may not happen, right? I may call out signs, right? I may not. But what you want to pay attention to is the situations it is that will be going on, opposed to like the zodiac signs and things of that nature. Okay, all right. So, of course, not all readings resonate with everyone. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. That's okay. That simply means that this reading isn't for you. And if it don't fit, don't force it. Just relax and let it go. Just 'cause that's how you want it doesn't mean it will be so. If it don't fit, don't force it. All right, don't force it. All right, so Life Path 5. Ultimately, what's coming up, right? Okay, or what's going on with this? It's some things that will be going on in the leap of faith. I'm hearing supernatural though. We're starting with the murder of crows, so some things it is that would be listed in regards to like different contracts and spiritual contracts and things of that nature. Within there being some illusions, you want to pay attention to illusions and opportunities. In the supernatural aspect, yeah, in the spirit illusion versus the physical opportunity in regards to one walking in with their in their inspiration. One of the whenever I see Knight of Wands, right, it always makes me think of like a microphone. I'm coming with the mic in my hand. Oh, don't make me leave it with my foot in your be cool. All right, now Life Path 5, what is really given is that it's a catalyst. You're a catalyst, right? Your whole life path is a catalyst situation that would be going on. So be comfortable, right? With being uncomfortable is kind of what that would be given because it's a constant state of growth, regardless of whatever your zodiac sign is. All right, you would have had to be adapted to there being a constant state of growth. One of the things that's kind of coming to me is military brat. Yeah, like if you would have been a military brat. But even in the whole military brat aspect, right? Yeah, that would be the instability portion that would kind of be coming through. But even in the military brat aspect, it'll be when you're in the military and you're part of a family, they set you up at another base, in another house, in another space, and you're completely set up. You're just moving your body there. Okay, and then there'll be this waiting of the relationship, waiting for a relationship to come in on the spirit, or waiting for a spiritual knowledge, right? The other thing that is given is the guidance that will come, uh, and the divine guidance that will come in regards to the spirit of what will be going on with the ending, the one's emotional instability is ending, and not asking for assistance in love, not asking for assistance, not being left out of the cold and hatred, left out in the cold due to hatred. Oh my goodness. Huh. No, because what it's given is the haters being yo best. I heard some. I'm hearing something about being the best enemy, your biggest cheerleaders, and all this other kind of shit. Okay, I personally don't necessarily agree with that, but okay. In any event, yeah, because especially if this is a message from a passed on loved one, what they will be telling you is that there would be an end to not receiving assistance, and there is a relief in the heat, relieving the heat of hatred. I'm hearing it would have been a episode on in the heat of the night because I'm kind of hearing that music playing in the background. In short, what it's giving is how one would automatically, yeah, how it would have been automatically known, or it would be known what it is that would go on in varying spaces and places. And the dude Virgil, yeah, and the irony that came into place with, I want to say her name is Althea or Althea, and that but she was a comedian. I want to say she started as a comedian and then turned into a serious actress. Okay, so I don't know what that would be about. But yeah, paying attention to that. Some of the other messages, right? Yeah, with one's emotional instability ending 5 years ago. The materialism ending and being a betrayal 5 years ago in February, and how the message would change in regards to judgments that would be made in long distance work, and the fakeness that will come into place with a house in despair. Yeah, I'm hearing something about with the whole aspect of traveling abroad. Okay, so here's the deal that comes into place with traveling abroad. Okay, for those who listen and this can relate to, yeah, because broad is an old term that is used for ladies of the night, so to speak. And when I say ladies of the night, I mean those who are more practiced and rehearsed in sensuality. Overall essence of the official person. All right, they're being a gift to the mature woman, and then they're being loved, and then being lovers in high honor. Okay, so some of this is going to be about the actual, but it'll also be in regards to what's going on with when you're mature versus when you're immature as an official person. How a person would give a person a woman as a lover, or gift the lover, gift the mature woman for being a lover in high honor. Yeah, how for real what is given is how love would come as second nature just because a person is in a particular status, or yeah, or holds a particular status or stature. And then one not being robbed and not being a part of the strategy, the truth of one's willpower, and on the other hand, yeah, because with this whole hatred aspect, the truth of one's cowardice. I like the color yellow. I do enjoy the color yellow. Part of the reason why I enjoy the color yellow is because of what it stands for. Definitely, you get Oshun, and you also get you know, sunshine and happiness, but in that same token, yeah, and valor and honor and all this other good stuff. But yellow also refers to, if you know, like country music and like, yeah, things that go on in regards to like westerns and all this other stuff, being a yellow belly, lily livered, all of that stuff, being a coward, having a great amount of disdain. So wherever that fits to with or for you, okay. The one not being robbed, and there being an ending and a betrayal. Yeah, one not being and it not being a strategy to betray or end a heart. Okay, it's gonna be different for everybody, right? And there being truth. This is what's gonna be clearing out in regards to this for you, life path 5. And then there being an influence of whether or not the betrayal ending 10 days, whatever, however this will come into place, will be about the world, right? And what goes on with the completion of a cycle, and the influence of a worldview. One of the things that I want to say, life path 5, you need to consider in the worldview is what your fixed position and your fixed thought process is. Okay, especially when when there's a not only the supernatural aspect, But when one doesn't take the leap of faith and just holds on to the world that they would have created from collected information or being surveilled. No, because what this is really kind of giving me is Patriot Act. That's been something that's been kind of coming up a whole lot. And what it is to truly be a patriot. And that would have been the wisdom that would have came through. And four, yeah, how the blood of tyrants should be spilled or would have to be spilled in order to renew, what's it say, a patriarchy. Yeah, to renew the land, basically. I don't know the quote word for word, but you get the gist of what it is I'm talking. I'm saying, all right. So paying that some attention as well. Some of the other things it is that I'm saying, right, is how the message would change with an official person. Who's who? No, because what this is given in the who's who in the supernatural aspect, yeah, some of it is given like how one would support their haters. That's it. The other part of it is gonna be about what would go on with this gift. No, because I'm thinking this is gonna be dealing with the love and nature. No, because part of this is given like it's an item, bras, brooches, and things of that nature, or cars and all this other stuff. So Coyote, Revealer of Truth, and Fox and Clever. Okay. Yeah, because some of this will be about whether or not, with the traveling abroad and being Jose loyal, all that other kind of stuff, right? But we're going to get these two animal cards. It's only two that came out. Oh, and Life Path 5. This is what's really coming into place with it. Yeah, when you're gathering your pack, because now that I see the dog like animals, right? When you're gathering your pack, right? Or when you a big dog, right? You, the leaders of wolf packs, they are the last ones to leave. There is a particular structure or way that they do it. They the last person to leave out though. Okay? Yeah, because they got to make sure everybody else gets safe. Right? So I'm thinking it has something to do with it. And pay attention to these animal cards, right? Cougar, overall essence. And then you have Coyote, Revealer of Truth, and Fox or Clever. Don't take things too seriously. Make time to play. Great wisdom comes from laughing at your own folly. Folly, right? And that's a funny word, folly, because in the word folly is like if you make a mistake by accident, it's not when you intentionally do something and you call it a mistake. I felt the need to point that out. Look out for the traps and tricks of life and learn from them. That's why I pointed it out. I'll read it again. Don't take things too seriously. Make time to play. Great wisdom comes from laughing at your own folly. Look out for the traps and tricks of life and learn from them. Fox or Clever. You are swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. Always listen to your instincts. Resources surround you. Be open to romance. So one of the things it is that you want to pay attention to with everything it is that's coming into place, when you're looking into your more mature feelings, Life Path 5, you want to make sure you have integrity. Ultimately, is what it boils down to. And integrity is basically the same as respect. You do what's right, whether you want to or not. It's not about how you feel or past information. It's about doing what's right in order to progress, to have progress. And as for the overall essence, right, within being an official person, right, and one having to wait in order for the truth to clear out, there is an assertion that's necessary, not aggressive. Yeah, because you'll get people who will mix up what assertive and aggressive is. Assertive is, you just standing in what it is that you said, opposed to aggression being, yeah, that you have to go all off the flip. Yeah, and sure, understand what the word no for you means as well, because with the whole no aspect, some people look at it as genuinely next opportunity, while others would affirm it to be, okay, that's not the way that I'm supposed to go. And within being assertive, when you assert your no, right? Yeah, you don't go back to it, like to any capacity. So it's that part. Opposed to waiting until things get better and then you go back to it. No, that's time doesn't always heal wounds. Life Path 5. I think you should understand it. All right. So cougar, in within, right? Silence within being a cougar or assertive. In silence, you find power. Claim your leadership role and take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and confidence to succeed in regards to being the official person and waiting for the different relationships, the true relationships to come in. All right. All right. All right. So light and love to y'all. Okay. I'm going to close and seal this reading. Light and love to you all. Hopefully this helps you out. All right, gave you a tad bit of an inclination as to a few different things it is that would be going on. If you like to schedule your own personal touch of clarity, you're more than welcome to do so at Lightwork and Lightwork LLC at gmail.com, okay? Because see, remember, light work, it ain't light work. It is not light work. It's not light work. And that's why you have to stay light while you work.